One quiet morning, I stepped outside with my coffee, ready to enjoy the view of my land. The air was crisp, and everything seemed normal until my phone rang. It was my ranch caretaker. His voice was shaky. "Sir, there's a crew here. With heavy equipment, they're saying they're building a new HOA community center on your land." I stood frozen for a second. My land? There had to be a mistake. But something in his voice told me it was serious. I dropped my coffee, jumped in my truck, and raced down to the south end of my ranch. As I came over the hill, my stomach dropped. There they were, 3 trucks, a bulldozer, for men in hard hats, walking around like they owned the place. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This wasn't some open patch of dirt. This was my fenced, clearly marked, legally documented land, my ranch that I had worked on for years. Blood, sweat, and everything I had went into it. And now strangers were walking all over it like it was up for grabs. I pulled up, got out, and asked calmly, "What exactly are you doing on my land?" One man stepped forward, holding a clipboard like he was managing a grocery delivery. He said, "Sir, the HOA board voted to build a new community center here. It falls under our jurisdiction." His tone was cold, like he was reading rules off a sign. No apology, no explanation, just arrogance. I asked to see the paperwork. He handed me a map, just a vague drawing with no permits, no signatures, no legal backing. That's when I realized this wasn't just a mistake. It was trespassing. It was theft. And they didn't care. Imagine waking up and finding people trying to steal your land right in front of your eyes. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "You've got 10 minutes to get off my property. Because I'm coming back, and I won't be alone." He smirked and said, "Is that a threat?" I stared back and said, "No, that's a promise." I turned around, got in my truck, and made 3 calls. 10 minutes later, I came back with my 3 brothers. All of us born and raised on this ranch. All of us licensed. And all of us ready. We didn't yell. We didn't argue. We just stood in a line, arms crossed, boots planted in the dirt, staring them down. The entire place went silent. You could feel the fear settling in. The lead guy's face turned pale. The workers stopped moving. The bulldozer didn't even touch the soil. Within minutes, they started packing up. Fast. I swear one of the guys looked like he was about to cry as they scrambled to leave. Dust kicked up behind their tires as they sped off my land like scared rabbits. But I wasn't finished. The next morning, I filed a lawsuit. In court, that little map they had, it meant nothing. The judge looked at it once, then slammed him. "You had 0 legal right to touch his land," he said. The HOA was fined heavily. They were ordered to issue a public apology. And they did it, public and loud. But here's the thing, it was never about the money. Not one bit. It was about respect, about legacy. Because land isn't just dirt. Because land isn't just dirt. It's your history. It's the work of generations. And when someone walks in and tries to take that from you without permission, without paperwork, don't just sit back. You stand up. That day, I didn't just protect my land. I protected my family's name. I protected the future. And if you've ever had to fight for something that's yours, then you understand. You haven't yet. You better believe it could happen to you. People will try to test you, try to take what's yours, but you don't let them. You stand your ground, because some things are worth defending.